Errol Spence brings out the secret weapon. Errol Spence links up with a former Tszyu opponent. So in this video, I will break down everything. You guys got to stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. Well. Look what your boy Ego uncovered. Errol Spence has brought out a secret weapon, if you will. Ronnie Shields, Errol's current trainer, Errol looking in great shape. And who's this next to him? None other than Brian Mendoza, Cuban-American, who actually fought Tszyu. We'll get to that in a second. So, right off rip, one thing I'm noticing is Brian Mendoza always in shape, always kind of ready to go. Every time I've seen him, he's in shape. Errol don't look really small next to him. I mean, y'all let me know what you think in the comment section. But that's a good sign because Errol Spence, this will be his first fight at 154. And if he looked like real small, that would be potentially problematic, right? Going up against Tszyu, who's been fighting, former champion in that division. So right off rip, that's the first thing I noticed is that Errol looks dialed in, about 4 weeks out from his fight. And now that we have a barometer in Brian Mendoza, I mean, look at Errol's shoulders. Look at, the width of him. It look like they're in the same division. So Errol definitely filling out. And what's beneficial for Errol is we're talking about a wealth of knowledge. So here's another picture. I mean, y'all can say what you want, but this is the most focused looking Errol that I can recall in quite some time. It looks like he cut out drinking or maybe some of the bad habits, and he looks in shape. He looked like extremely lean. He got the 8-pack going on again. It looked like vintage Errol. So definitely having something to fight for. And I like it. I like it a lot. Brian Mendoza, he's been in there with the likes of Tszyu. He's been in there with Chuck. Right, here's another picture. Been in there with Chuck, who I thought beat Virgil Ortiz. Right? And what some of you guys don't know is this is the guy, the only guy, to stop Sebastian Fundora when they fought. And it was a competitive fight, but we know in boxing that one punch can change everything. Boom! You never know. And Sebastian got rocked, and he jumped right on him. Jumped right on the man. Great win. In my opinion, this was his best win in his career. And great left hook. So all around, I think this is great sparring. The Fundora fight impressed me. His grit in the Tszyu fight impressed me. The Boachuk fight was pretty hard. So win, lose, or draw, Brian Mendoza has my respect because he's really a scrapper and he comes to fight. And again, he's been in there with the big wigs. Win, lose, or draw, he's been in there with the big dogs of the division. He also recently fought Yoenis Tellez, right? Who is an up-and-coming fighter, took him to decision. Boachuk took him to decision. Tszyu. So in his 5 losses, he hasn't been stopped, right? He may have lost, but these guys ain't just getting him out of there, right? Look, 5 losses, never been stopped before. So, and 23 wins, 17 knockouts. You're dealing with someone good. And again, his losses are Yoenis Tellez, Sergey Boachuk, who again I thought beat Virgil Ortiz. He dropped Virgil Ortiz, Tszyu, and he beat Fundora, and then past wins with Jesus Ramos and Larry Gomez. I mean, outside of the Larry Gomez dude, these are all top names. Jesus Ramos is a beast. You see his record, 24-1, right? And his loss to Erickson Lubin, his sole loss, I thought he actually won that fight, if you know what you're looking at. So Errol Spence recruiting Mendoza, very smart. What better way to ready yourself for Tszyu in Australia than to spar with somebody who had an actual fight and went the whole 12 rounds, even though there were moments where Mendoza was hurt by Tszyu, but he still made the trip over to Australia and he survived all 12 rounds and made it a competitive fight, especially early on. So you've been in there with Tszyu and, you know, it's sparring. You like a guy, pause, and people talk. So Brian Mendoza could be like, oh, he's vulnerable, circle here, da-da-da-da. Y'all know how the game goes. So smart move from Ronnie Shields and Errol Spence. Hype my video up. Let me know how I did and what you're expecting from the Errol Spence fight. Some people have written him off. Other people feel he really has a chance here to do something great. Let me know what you think. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.